Today, we'll be looking at a few pranksters that went a little too far for their clout and ended up on the bad books of the law. Let us begin with the video. On April 1st around 4 p.m., a woman parked her car at the Steak and Shake on Cattleman Road in Sarasota when she was approached by a man posing as a police officer, the imposter.
And I said, "For what?" He's like, "Exactly, for what?" And I said, "You're a fucking idiot."
Dressed in a blue uniform top with gold chevrons indicating a sergeant, uniform pants, a police-style hat, and a belt with a baton attached, showed the woman a badge and claimed he would issue her a ticket.
You're imitating a police officer? Yeah. And approach me again.
Believing him to be a genuine law enforcement officer, the victim checked if she had inadvertently parked in a disabled parking spot. By the time deputies arrived at the scene, the suspect had already departed. However, through security footage, they managed to identify the perpetrator as Charles Ross, known locally for his YouTube channel, Ross Creations, where he produces prank videos. Initially charged with impersonating a police officer, Ross will now face a first-degree crime for unlawfully using a badge.
And then at that point, that's when I started realizing, okay, this guy is impersonating a police officer. This isn't real, especially he's offering a Ticketmaster ticket.
As a result, he'll be placed on a 6-month probationary period. Jason Sid, a 21-year-old South Florida YouTuber known as King Sid, found himself in legal trouble following a prank gone awry. The Coral Springs Police Department announced Sid's arrest on charges of misuse of 911, a third-degree crime.
Sometimes he's going into the vehicle, but sometimes they're coming to him too.
Chief Clyde Perry of the Coral Springs Cops Department explained that Sid had orchestrated a stunt to test the reaction of the police towards him and his two friends.
Be like, "Officer, is there a problem?"
On January 27, during the filming of his video titled Coke Prank on Aggressive Cops, at a Coral Springs gas station on North University Drive, an individual called 911, falsely reporting suspicious activity near the location. The contents in the trunk, as it turned out, were Coca-Cola, not illicit drugs.
This Coca-Cola, that's what this is, like a spoof.
Perry expressed his disappointment, deeming the joke unfunny and a waste of the department's valuable time and resources. 4 officers were involved in the incident, spending 45 minutes addressing the fake emergency while delaying response to 7 genuine situations. Kangwa Ren, whose online name is Reset, was also banned from YouTube for 5 years by a court in Barcelona, where he pulled his trick in 2017. Ren, who was 19 when he shared the film, was found guilty of hurting the moral integrity of the homeless guy.
But on this occasion, he removed the cream from the middle of Oreo cookies, replaced it with toothpaste, and then gave the package to a homeless man.
A Romanian only known as George L. Even though a court said that the famous YouTuber had to close his account, Ren has continued to post online. He just posted a video in which he tried to defend himself and told his fans not to accept everything they read in the news.
Not enough day drinking says, "Man intentionally poisons another human being for profit. You're damn right he should be arrested. Surprised it's not assault, to be honest."
Even though he was also ordered to 15 months in jail, it's likely that he won't spend any time there because Spanish law usually lets first-time offenders out of short prison terms. Ren's channel, which has more than 1.2 million followers, has stopped posting prank videos and is now mostly making videos about the game Fortnite. Jay Swingler and Ramel Henry, known as the TGF duo, have built a substantial fan base through their daring and often perilous stunts over the past decade. From sealing their heads in a microwave to immersing themselves in concrete, their antics have garnered significant attention.
Bro, I'm gonna die.
However, their actions didn't go unnoticed by local authorities. In March 2020, TGF uploaded a now-removed video titled Extreme Driving Test, in which they deliberately drove recklessly.
Basically did extreme driving test where we just drove deliberately like bad on purpose, and we flipped the car upside down. Well, technically I flipped the car.
Collided with a prop car and flipped their vehicle. The 14-minute footage caught the attention of officials, leading to a visit by the police to Swingler's residence a week after its release. They confiscated recording equipment valued at around £15,000. The duo eventually pleaded guilty to careless driving. They were fined £1,000 and received 5 points on their driving licenses. The ongoing court proceedings caused significant stress and disrupted their filming schedule.
The whole of lockdown happened, and then we had to go court again.
And again, and again. We ended up going to court again and again and again and again, several times.
As they would frequently prepare for court appearances only to have them cancelled on the same day, adding to their frustration. 4 men went to jail for pranks they filmed for the YouTube channel Troll Station, including a terrifying fake art heist at the National Portrait Gallery.
Hey, you man, get the paintings! Hey, you guys, get the paintings! Get the paintings! Get the paintings! Have you got the paintings? Have you got? I've got the.
During the stunt, dozens of scared art fans ran out of the Wolfson building. One woman passed out. Daniel Jarvis, 27, Ebenezer Mensah, 29, and Helder Gomes, 23, put tights over their heads and yelled, "Let's get the paintings."
What's going on, Tool Station? We got a bank heist today. We got to get. Let's go. Hey, you man.
On July 5, 2015, the three also snuck ridiculous paintings into the BP Portrait Awards show in trash bags and then acted to steal high-value works of art as they ran wild. Later that day, the men were caught. Jarvis got 20 weeks in jail, while Farazali got 16 weeks. Both Gomes and Mensah spent 18 weeks in jail.